What if I told you that your parenting style could be the biggest factor in your child's success or failure? Intriguing, isn't it? Now, before your eyebrows knit together in worry or your mind races to self-evaluation, let's take a moment to understand what we mean by parenting style. Parenting style is essentially the way you, as a parent, interact with your child. It's about the strategies you use to raise your little one and the kind of environment you create for them at home. Psychologists have identified 4 primary parenting styles, each with its own unique characteristics and effects on children's development. These styles are authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, and uninvolved. The authoritarian style is characterized by strict rules and high expectations. Parents who use this style demand obedience and discourage open dialogue. Next up is the authoritative style. This is a more balanced approach where parents set clear boundaries, but also encourage independence and open communication. Then we have the permissive style. Ever heard of the phrase, "kids will be kids"? Well, that pretty much sums up this style. Permissive parents tend to be lenient, allowing their children to make their own decisions with few consequences. Finally, there's the uninvolved style. As the name suggests, these parents are often emotionally distant and offer little guidance or attention to their children. Each of these styles has its own impact, and it's important to remember that no one style is necessarily right or wrong. However, research does suggest that some styles may be more beneficial for children's development than others. So buckle up as we dive into the fascinating world of parenting styles and their impact on our children. Today we'll take a closer look at each of these styles, exploring their pros and cons, and discussing how they can shape our children's future. It's going to be a journey of self-discovery, understanding, and perhaps a little bit of self-reflection. But don't worry, we're in this together. Let's get started. Scene script. Imagine a parent who believes in strict rules, with no room for negotiation. Welcome to the world of authoritarian parenting. This parenting style is characterized by high expectations and low responsiveness. Picture a military drill sergeant, but in a household setting. Authoritarian parents establish rules and expect their children to follow them without question. They value obedience, discipline, and structure above all else. What are the advantages of this approach, you wonder? Well, children raised in this environment often excel in following rules and meeting high standards. They understand the importance of structure and discipline and can be reliable and responsible. They are less likely to engage in risky behaviors as they are well aware of the consequences. However, it's not all rosy. The downsides of authoritarian parenting are significant and worth noting. One of the main criticisms is that it can damage a child's self-esteem. Without room for negotiation or discussion, children may feel their opinions and feelings are unimportant. This can lead to a lack of confidence and hinder their ability to make decisions independently. Furthermore, the pressure to meet high standards can induce stress and anxiety. Children may fear failure and disappointing their parents, leading to perfectionism or avoidance of challenges. They may also struggle with social skills and relationships as they are used to a more rigid, less empathetic environment. Additionally, children raised by authoritarian parents may become less resourceful. Since they're used to following rules and receiving direct instructions, they may struggle when they need to think outside the box or find solutions to problems on their own. So, is authoritarian parenting firm but fair? The answer is not straightforward. While it can instill discipline and responsibility, it can also suppress creativity, independence, and self-esteem. While this style might produce obedient children, it can also lead to kids who are less resourceful and possibly more anxious. Now, envision a parent who sets high standards but also values their child's opinion. This is authoritative parenting. Characterized by a delicate balance between rules and freedom, authoritative parenting is an intriguing blend of warmth, discipline, and respect. This style of parenting is often seen as the gold standard, the sweet spot in the parenting spectrum. The authoritative parent is a curious mix, a firm yet understanding authority. They set clear boundaries and high expectations, but not without a dash of empathy and a generous helping of dialogue. They are not dictators laying down the law, but rather negotiators, working together with their child to set reasonable, achievable goals. But why is this balance so praised? Well, it's because it serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it provides structure and guidance, helping children understand the world around them and their place in it. On the other hand, it respects the child's individuality, fostering independence, critical thinking, and self-esteem. However, as with any parenting style, authoritative parenting is not without its challenges. The main one being the effort required to maintain this balance. It's a high-maintenance style of parenting that requires a lot of time, patience, and emotional intelligence. It's about knowing when to be firm and when to be flexible, when to lead and when to listen. It's a tightrope walk, a constant juggling act. But is it worth it? Well, the proof is in the pudding. Numerous studies have shown that children raised by authoritative parents often grow up to be happy, capable, and successful. They tend to do well academically, exhibit good social skills, and have lower levels of depression and delinquency. So while it may not be the easiest style of parenting, it is often the most rewarding. It's a testament to the power of balance, a shining example of the impact of respect and understanding in a child's life. This style often produces children who are happy, capable, and successful. What happens when parents lean too much towards freedom, or worse, show indifference? Enter permissive and uninvolved parenting. Permissive parenting is characterized by parents who are generally lax and indulgent. They set few boundaries and rules, and are more like friends than authority figures. These parents often take on the mantra of "kids will be kids," allowing their children a wide range of freedom to explore and learn independently. On the bright side, this can foster creativity, problem-solving skills, and independence. However, the downside is that children may struggle with understanding limits and respecting authority. They may have difficulty following rules at school or in other structured environments. With the lack of guidance, they may struggle with self-discipline, making it harder for them to reach their goals. On the other end of the spectrum, we have uninvolved parenting. This style is characterized by indifference, lack of responsiveness, and sometimes outright neglect. Uninvolved parents may provide for their children's basic needs, but are generally detached from their lives. They may be consumed by their own troubles, work, or social life, leaving little time or energy for their children. The consequences of this parenting style can be severe. Children may feel unloved, uncared for, and neglected. They may struggle with self-esteem issues, have difficulty forming healthy relationships, and may even develop behavioral problems. While permissive parents may provide too much freedom without enough structure, uninvolved parents provide neither freedom nor structure. In both cases, children are left to navigate the world largely on their own. This can lead to feelings of insecurity and a sense of not being valued. In essence, while it's important to allow children the freedom to explore and learn, it's equally important to provide the guidance and structure they need to grow into well-rounded individuals. These styles can lead to children who struggle with self-control and may feel neglected. So, as we see, the balance between freedom and discipline is crucial in shaping the futures of our young ones. So, which of these styles is the right one? The answer is not as straightforward as you might think. When it comes to parenting, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Every child is unique, and so are their needs, responses, and the way they perceive the world around them. It's about navigating the winding road of parenthood with a balanced approach, one that adapts and evolves as your child grows. Let's revisit the key points about each parenting style. Authoritarian parenting, often seen as firm but fair, emphasizes obedience and discipline. It can instill a strong sense of responsibility and work ethic in children. However, when taken to the extreme, it can also lead to fear, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Authoritative parenting strikes a balance between rules and freedom. It encourages independence while setting boundaries. This approach fosters self-confidence, social skills, and emotional intelligence. But remember, too much of anything can be detrimental. Overemphasis on independence without proper guidance can leave a child feeling lost and overwhelmed. Permissive and uninvolved parenting styles offer the most freedom, and sometimes they might seem like the easiest path. Yet, without boundaries and guidance, children can struggle with self-discipline and understanding societal norms. They might also grapple with feelings of neglect and insecurity. The key here is balance. There's no harm in being firm with your child when they need structure, or in being permissive when they need space to explore. It's about understanding them, their needs, and adapting your style accordingly. A balanced approach to parenting is the one that helps your child grow into a well-rounded individual, equipped with the tools they need to navigate the world. It's about fostering their curiosity, creativity, and compassion, all while teaching them about boundaries, responsibility, and respect. Remember, the goal is to raise children who are happy, healthy, and ready to take on the world. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content.